We are late. I am so sorry, everybody. Real life gets a vote. Oh, 91 Mustang LX. I didn't even know you were in Canada. I assumed you were here in America. Yeah. Life gets busy, guys. Yeah, I had to cancel. I had to cancel last week. Last week was crazy. I had some bug that put me down last week, and I just don't even. Yeah, I just started Sublime, so don't see it's a minute in, so that's why I just got it. But I had a bug last week that is weird. Like no cold, no congestion, no mucus, no sniffles, sore throat, nothing like that. And whatever I had 101.5 fever. I had nausea. So we got, hold on, let's start acknowledging some people. What's up, Rich? 91 Mustang LX, Sublime, what's going on? Gary in the house. David's or Downhill Daddy's in the house. Who else? Mike's Garage was in here for a bit. But yeah, whatever the heck. No, it wasn't even the flu. But I got whatever I had nausea, and it finally, yeah, okay. It finally I had nausea, finally got the nausea down, and then my stomach was just torn up, completely torn up. My entire gastro system was all eating my stomach. What's up, boss man? And then so I had to cancel that live, obviously. And then Friday, I thought everything was fine. I ended up going back to work. In the middle of the night Friday, I was like, man, something's not right. My stomach really hurts, a gnawing pain from the center of my sternum down to my gut. And then I was feeling pain the day before on my right shoulder. And my wife was looking it up. She's like, this looks like a gall bladder attack or something like that. And I was reading the symptoms, and I was like, oh my God, I have every single symptom on this list. And so at first I thought it was a gallbladder attack. And then I thought it was appendicitis, and doctor thought it might have been appendicitis. And luckily I was good to go because I ended up going to the ER on Friday. But I'm all back to normal now. It was weird. No, this is just nothing but nausea and pains. Yeah, who's in the path of the storm? Hope nobody's in the path of the storm, man. It's going to be a brutal storm for you Floridians. Who's Joe? Fatboy Fox, what's going on? Yeah, we got some stuff to do in this house, guys. And I've kind of brought it up on the other. I'm not eating late. I haven't even eaten. Oh, that was the other thing. I lost 15 pounds last week. Brutal. Fatboy Fox, I apologize. I didn't know your name. I just knew you as Fatboy Fox. Okay, no Fox given. Got it. Is he in here? I didn't see him in here. And Brutus, what's up, buddy? We got Big Brutus right here. That's right. I lost weight for you guys. Have I ever been really normal? Yeah, it was it was not. I don't recommend it. What's up, British? What's up, British? But yeah, so I said we got big news, which most of you guys, I think all of you guys know my news, so I don't even know if I need to talk about it. But I haven't talked about it on my channel. It'll be a part of the next video. Brutus, what are you doing? Do you need water? So Brutus is like one dog that lets me know when he needs water. He's got a water dish right there, and he'll grab that thing and he'll just throw it about the room to let me like bang it on the table. Like if you're at a restaurant and you're getting ticked that your water's empty or your soda or whatever's empty, you're making noise. That's him like smashing his water bowl around. Just let me know he's thirsty. Yep. So I guess the big announcement, which I've already told you guys just in case, but in case you haven't heard, the plan is to go to Foxtoberfest. That's the plan. So plan on going to Foxtoberfest. Things that need to happen. I got to replace the tie rods on my daily driver. At least one side. One side's bad. One side, the inner tie rod's going bad. It's got a little loose. So I'm going to replace both tie rods, lower ball joints, because it's a safety hit on those cars. And once I do it, I'll be good probably till the rest of through the duration of my ownership. So lower ball joint, tie rods on my huge Toyota. Get it safe. We're going to rent a trailer. We're going to tow the Fox body. We're going to tow the Fox body out to Charlotte and go to the show. So I don't think I'm going to have time to get my new top on the Fox, but there are a few things I got to do. So I've got to get an alignment for the Fox body. I've ordered sway bar bushings and end links, and so I'm waiting for those to come in because I got to replace those on the Fox. Hopefully that's not too tedious of a job. Anyone who's done sway bar bushings and end links, if you can comment on that, let me know because I haven't watched any videos on it yet. I appreciate you, Bama. Thanks, man. Yeah, sorry I started so late. It wasn't the plan, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll talk about that for sure, Mike. We're gonna talk about that for sure. We'll come back. We'll circle back around. Mike, you're gonna have to come up on the panel. We're gonna discuss. So yep, we gotta do sway bar bushing. Hey, Brutus, get out of the toilet. He's now drinking out of the toilet, guys. I gotta get him some water. Pink's garage. What's going on? Brutus, no. Don't drink out of there. That's icky. No. Yeah, hold on. We'll get him on the panel in a second. But got to do sway bar end links. Got to get new tires for the Fox the front tires. What else? Got a Mach 1 splitter, which you guys haven't seen yet, but Mach 1 splitter's got to go on. How's my video? Because it says my signal sucks. Jen, I don't know. Oh, got it. Have you seen Brutus, Sublime? Brutus is a large dog. I treat that dog well. He's like a toddler. He knows what he wants, and he's gonna sit here and beg me until he gets it. Brutus, what's that? What's that? Don't bark. Don't bark. No. Don't bark. Ow, God bless, dude. You just smashed my finger. Good boy, Brutus. Yeah, and I take care of my dogs. I'm going to get him some water here in a minute when I open the panel up. Oh, yeah. Appreciate it, Pinks. Yeah, he's my boy. Here, I'll go ahead and open the panel up. Why not? I've started late, so I might as well go ahead and get it right into it. And it's live. Let me pin the link real quick. So I can't see you guys who've joined already. I'm just trying to pin it. Yeah, they are, David, but he's a partial praiser. Yeah. Hold on. I gotta mute something. Hold on a second.
I just muted my other.
Oh, it was you. It wasn't me.
Yeah, sorry. I had to mute it.
No, you're good.
I was a little slow today.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going. It's been a long day today. Got home and I had to clean my living room out and put all the furniture in my trailer so that they can come and redo my floor tomorrow.
Here goes Mr. Speed Demon himself. Just
oh yeah, there he is.
How's everyone doing?
You built up a good little gap in between you in that video. Animal activists. Dude, there's some animal activists trying to hop in here. I can't let them in.
Oh. Yeah, that 2001 bullet disappeared. So it was a good time. But so it was interesting. So I ended up posting that video in a few different spots, and then the Mustang Club that had the event, it got then posted onto their thing because someone else had found it, and then all of them got pissed off. And
at you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was interesting. A lot of hate.
You YouTubers and your cowboy attitudes. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, they said I'm the type of person that goes to Cars and Coffee and peels out afterwards and does donuts and stuff. I've actually never been to Cars and Coffee before.
Dude, people always want a label, man. You know, you get on your car for literally, 3 seconds, and now all of a sudden you're a traditional Mustang crowd killer. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Get out of here with that.
I bet Mike's Garage is starting takeovers.
I'll be starting the next dash day.
Hey, little do you know, he's been associated with that crap that's been going on Lower Wacker Drive in Chicago and all those, the burnouts and the taking over the intersections. He's been leading that crowd.
So I block off the streets personally.
Yeah. Oh, what a funky no. Yeah, a dog is a dog, Funky. I'm talking about just, not giving it its stuff. Don't even go about your dog's. I know he's a money pit. I get that. What's up, Frank?
My dog's poop a lot. So do mine.
My dog.
One of my dogs got into my medication today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because when my wife picked it up, she brought it home and set it down where they could get to it. Now I don't have any meds.
So, dude.
If they're the blue pills, that the dogs are having a good old time.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're a little scared for her. It was the young one, the little Siberian Husky, and it's a class 2 narcotic. So
sorry, pizza boy.
It's an upper for her, but for me, it's just calm and sleepy.
Evil Mustang doer.
Mike, I want to ask you a question. How fast were you supposed to go on that track?
So here's the interesting thing. They said it's parade laps. If anybody goes full out and crazy, that we're going to black flag them. I'm like, all right, so I just won't hit third gear. So I got up to 80. But what's interesting is I've been to that track doing parade laps before, and there was a Haggerty event last year in which a Ferrari spun out on the track and ended up into the grass because he was hauling ass. So it's kind of like, I was going a little bit fast, but if I would have pulled in third and got up to like 120 on the straightaway, then I could see it. But I was driving like 80 miles an hour going to the event, so I don't think 80 is necessarily out of the question for like a closed track.
I think it was the sound of your car they heard. It just sounded super fast.
Two things. One, 2 words, parade lap. We should tell you. And don't get me wrong, dude, I'm on your side. You know that.
Oh,
and 2, I noticed that right before you did that, it almost looked like the guy behind you was doing the same thing you were doing, like trying to lay off you to give himself some room to do something. You know what I mean?
Oh, he was. So him and I did laps at the same event last year, and he was
okay.
And we did something similar. So he's like, I'll go behind you again. You get some space and run, and then I'll run behind you.
Oh, that's awesome.
And,
too.
then,
That's so
when
awesome.
you got kicked off the track, it's like, yeah, get that guy.
Yeah, they go after Mike because he's got the friggin' whining ass car.
Yeah, I am.
I mean, like some of the comments were just off the hook, just like literally saying that this guy's an asshole and da 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 da. I'm like, wow.
Mike, circle back to that because I missed it when you first came in. So I looked at the video. I didn't see any harsh comments. Where are these comments at, and what were you talking about with those comments?
So I posted the video on like a bunch of Mustang forums.
Okay.
On Facebook, and that's where it started to come from. So then I deleted some of the posts.
Hey, Mike, just burn all the bridges you can. You're moving to North Carolina. Don't give a rat's behind.
I was doing the same thing.
Did the track ever contact you? Sorry, Gary.
No, the track didn't contact me. No.
Okay. Go ahead, Gary. Sorry.
Just don't get caught carrying a pistol.
Yeah.
Why?
Illinois? Chicago? Yeah. not a good place to be carrying.
Well, I mean, if he's got a concealed carry permit, then he's fine. You know what I mean?
think we're supposed to have one there in your belt loop and shooting it sideways.
while you're raging the car?
Yeah. Anytime. It's Chicago. Come on.
Exactly.
Got to shoot sideways.
Gotta do that one. Not that.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Bama. I love dogs.
Your car whine,
I lost one a couple months ago too.
So what I'm thinking about doing is doing another video, taking a car out, and I love Route 66, and probably take a day off and do a portion of Route 66 and have the camera in front and in the back, and then just do like a POV.
You know, Mike, it just dawned on me. If you would have slowed down or went to the pits, wherever they wanted you to go, so they could start chewing you out, that video would have been so good.
It would have blown up.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, God.
Just took your lashing and thanks and walked out.
So here's the reason why I pulled off. They said that if someone goes crazy on the track and does full speed, that they're going to black flag, and then everybody on the track is going to have to get off the track.
What?
When I saw the black flag, when he black flagged me, I was thinking, okay, I'll just get off the track, and then they can continue, and then I'm not, inconveniencing everyone else.
Yeah. Do you know if they ended up all getting off the track or no?
Oh, I have no clue. Because I just
pulled right out. Yeah.
He was peace out.
Yep.
Drop the mic.
Say, and you probably know your way around that place. So I was like, okay, if he's instantly leaving, he sure knows where he's going. He's making this turn. I'm out of here.
Because remember that video that I had where I drove a Ferrari and a Lamborghini? That was the track.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I mean, I've driven at that track doing 100 plus. So it's not like I don't know the track and I was being driving recklessly. I mean, I never pulled in third gear. I wasn't close to any cars. I wasn't swerving. I didn't get sideways. It's like,
So they have open sessions at that road course?
They do have sessions that you can go on the track. It's $400 for a half day, or like $600 for a full day, and then you bring your own car.
Oh, Lord.
Here was expensive.
I thought it was expensive in Washington. Jeez.
I wonder what Road America is.
Mike, Downhill Daddy saying, do the drive I did from Amarillo, Flagstaff.
I have done that before. I did Route 66 about 5 years ago.
He has no
Flagstaff before myself. Last time I went Flagstaff to Amarillo.
And it
was cold. In fact,
how far is Route 66 from coast to coast?
Oof.
I don't remember. It starts in Chicago. It actually originally started in Cicero. It didn't go all the way to Chicago, but the newest thing is Chicago all the way to the Santa Monica Pier in Cali.
Right.
That's got to be at least, 900 miles, 1,000 miles?
More than that.
More closer to 15.
Oh, yeah, because it's just 1,000 to my mom, or where my mom lived in Florida.
It was a good trip. It's 2 weeks going across.
No, it's not coast to coast.
No, it's not close to
Some
Chicago.
people, I've heard some people say that 66 is like from California to New York or somewhere over there.
There's a route you can take.
I-40 is from Wilmington, North Carolina, all the way.
So the full length of Route 66 is 2,448 miles.
Woo! That's a journey.
It's fun.
Yeah.
So those guys doesn't take 7 days, but they get to stop here and there and spend the night. And
Yeah.
I used to want to do it. I've done part of it on a motorcycle, and I wanted to do the whole thing on a motorcycle, and it just never happened. The bike I had at the time wasn't a big enough bike to do something that long.
The way that my brother and I did it to make it easy is we just rented a car, drove across, and then just flew back out of LAX.
Oh, that's pretty
yeah, I
smart.
think you said that before, didn't you, Mike?
Yeah, it's so much easier that way, and you're only taking 2 weeks off of work, so it's essentially your yearly vacation.
Well, this right here says you need around 3 weeks to complete Route 66. There is
In Illinois.
there is no perfect time to drive due to the sheer size. So you'll likely experience some advanced weather and conditions, whatever the month is.
Yeah, the more time you have, the more you get to see. 2 weeks you can pull it off. 3 to 4 is better. And what you'll notice is as you're going across country, you're going to hit some areas that you wanted to see, but the stores or shops are closed at that time that you hit that town. So, I mean, if you have the time, it's worth doing it.
I bet somebody's probably made a YouTube video where if you leave at this time, you can make it to this cool destination. You know what I mean? When they're open and yada yada. You know what I mean?
There is a guy that did that video. There is a video.
And they're not emptying the prisons. 91. They're not just gonna say, "All right, everybody, get out, feel Chico, get out of jail free card."
They're emptying half of them.
No, they let you out of prison. They give you a gun on your way out.
Yeah, exactly.
And tell you
And
to
some
vote.
extra ammo.
Here's your
I think
gun.
it's called
That guy's
the
got
Purge.
your
I
ammo.
believe that's what it's called.
Called what?
The Purge.
Oh yeah, I like that movie. The first one was good. They get a little cheesy after that.
So
first
US
one was really
66
good.
was established November 11th, 1926.
Yeah,
Damn.
connected. It essentially, a lot of the roads were there, and it just connected all the towns together.
But this right here showing like Missouri to.
Missouri's part of it.
Yeah, okay, I see. Okay, it was just part of it. So yeah, it goes from looks like right under Lake Michigan all the way across down to wherever.
Yep. Hits a little bit of Kansas, hits just a hair of Texas, Oklahoma, of course, Arizona, California.
It hits part of Texas.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
And we're
Really?
Yeah,
Through
that's
Iowa,
where you have the Cadillac launch.
91
you go through the top of Texas and then into New Mexico.
91 Mustang LX. People still do the Cannonball Run. Matter of fact, the record was broken during COVID. The dude did it in like 21 hours or something crazy.
Yeah. You know why? Because it was COVID and freaking nobody was driving.
Hey man,
he had a gas tank full, or a car full of gas tanks.
he was a smart dude. That was a smart guy to do it that time. And he like the average speed he did was like 160. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
What?
Crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look it up. He took an Audi. I think it was I don't know if it was a A6 or whatever the hell it was, but they painted the front logo to look like a Ford logo, so it looked like it was a Taurus almost. And yeah, they were averaging 160 across the entire country.
Jesus.
Wow.
So is there like a highway down through there that there's no speed limit?
No.
No.
What's up, Sean?
No, they were just they had runners, they had people who were like staged along the way. Their only job was, hey, go get it. We just blew by a cop. We need you to blow by him doing something even stupider so we don't get pulled over.
Wow.
And
Like
by the way, don't get caught.
You should. There's a YouTube channel you should watch. It's called Vin Wiki. If you're not a part of it,
Oh, yeah.
Vin Wiki. They have so many good stories, and the guys who broke there's so many Cannonball Run stories because they were happening back to back to back. But the best one is definitely the COVID story.
Ben Wickey's actually a really good channel.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
all kinds of stories of racing and everything throughout the years.
Everything.
I know, Bama. I know. Trust me.
I'm trying to remember the racer's name. Talking about his time on this one track where he just lost it and destroyed his car. And I can't remember who he was and what track it was right now, but it was a really good story. So, but my brain's fried, so I don't remember anything.
Yeah, mine too.
Hey, Funky.
I got a bad sinus headache today, I think. The pollen's up really high.
Funky, you said that someone needs to make a horror movie about driving Route 66. There actually was an old-time radio episode. I think the Hitchhiker was based off of it. Trying to remember exactly which one it was, but there is actually a few different old-time radio episodes made about Route 66. There was actually a show, Route 66, in old-time radio back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a coffee. I'm tired.
Coffee.
So who's done
coffee? I'm drinking
part
beer.
of 66?
Who's done what?
Who's done part of Route 66? I know, Pinks, you said you did.
So
I've done I've done it a couple times because I've been across the country like 5 or 6 times. And one time I did part of Route 66 once on a motorcycle, but I only did a very, like maybe 300-400 miles. And that was down in from California. And the bike I was on was not made for long distance running. So it was really hard on me. And then last time when I came in through, when I moved out here to Alabama, we came down through and we did part of Route 66 coming east. Amarillo is where I stopped.
There was a horror movie, and it was called Route 666. It's a 2001 action horror movie. There, I'll put it down.
That wasn't very good.
He's like, I've already seen it. That sucked.
Oh, really wish I could remember that one movie I watched from the 70s, and I can't remember if that was on Route 66 or not, but I don't think it was. I think it was just a guy driving and the semi chasing him like forever, and I can't remember what the name of the movie was.
Was that one with the CB radio and stuff?
Yeah, this is old. This is 70s. He was
Right.
being chased by this blacked out, tanker truck that just wouldn't leave him alone.
Oh no, dude, that was that one horror movie with God, who's the Columbo guy?
It wasn't Columbo.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. It's another guy that was that popular back then, but it wasn't
Victor?
Columbo. Taller, skinnier guy.
Right. He was. I thought he played Columbo at one time.
No.
I was about to ask that 91.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, where he pissed the guy off because he passed him on the road because he honked at him and he passed him, and then that truck would not leave him alone.
Was it the one? That was Kurt Russell, wasn't it? Wasn't it the one with the goblin face or something on the truck?
This is in the 70s.
No, that was
I know what he's talking about. But the dude that he's talking about, he played some kind of a cop or something.
Yeah, he played some
in another
kind
movie,
of
but I thought it was Columbo.
Not Columbo. I cannot remember. Oh my god, I can picture the guy.
I know who you're talking about, though.
I
can look and hit the cowboy hat, the mustache, and the jacket.
Exactly. I cannot think of his name, and I can almost hear his voice in my head.
Hey Matt,
he's got a distinctive voice.
What?
What's that?
I was asking Matt if he sees this hat. If you guys know the backstory of this hat right here, this is this is one of the
got boosted hat on?
one of the rarest hats known to man.
The boosted?
Yeah, I paid for it back in 2020. It took 2 years to get here.
And who got it there for you? Who made it happen?
After you failed to the first time.
When you failed the first? Oh no, he forgot to give it to me. Okay. So it takes two to tango.
They had the movie that was called Joyride, where the dudes were messing with the guy with the CBs.
Yeah, I remember that one.
So that's one
too.
Oh God, Gary's typing away over there.
That's me.
Oh,
That's him typing. and it's so there's 6 scary trucker movies. Duel,
Duel? Was it Duel?
Spielberg.
I think it was Duel.
Maximum Overdrive was good. The one David mentioned.
Dennis Weaver. It was
And
Duel.
That's it. Right
It's in
there.
1971. The movie's as old as I am.
Well, I'm older than you, so I guess I seen it more than you did.
I saw
saw
this
it
movie
recently.
about the streets of Chicago, Matt. I think it's called Mad Max.
Man, what? Are you talking about like Mad Max? Mad Max?
Yeah. Getting killed over gasoline.
Oh, God.
Oh, no one's ever going to reverse like Stallone in that Mercury. No shit. That was an amazing reverse, and I don't know how they did that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Downhill Daddy's talking about what is that movie? It's is it Cobra?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
Cobra,
it's
you
Cobra.
know you got an attitude? Yeah, but it's just a little one.
I like it when he shakes that guy's hand and
I did like that movie. Cobra was a good movie for its time.
Never even heard of it.
Oh,
Really? Stallone, Cobra, look it up. It's actually not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad.
there's a guy in Illinois here that I've seen at a car show a few times that has a Mad Max replica. It's pretty good.
Yeah, the original Mad Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I like the new one too, though. I like both of them. But I'm a huge Tom Hardy fan. I love Tom Hardy.
Yeah. I think he could have done better as Bane, but I do like Tom Hardy too.
There's a funny video on the internet. Apparently, he's really into jiu-jitsu. And there's a video of him wrestling some dude, and he beats him. But then some guy added like commentary to it, where he's like being like the perspective of the guy he's wrestling. It's like, dude, you're Tom freaking Hardy right now. He's like, do you realize I have to make car payments? You're gonna take this one thing that I do pretty well and all my friends know me for, and you're gonna beat me? Are you kidding me? It's just really funny.
So Pinks, the movie that he was in was McCloud.
That's
Yeah,
it.
well,
Wow.
That's right, McLeod.
Cloud.
I've watched McLeod.
Yeah.
Remember the Rockford Files?
I like
Oh,
Dennis
yeah.
Weaver. Oh, Rockford Files. Yeah.
Famous.
Driving that Firebird. Was it a
I love
Formula?
Rockford Files.
Yeah.
I think it was just a Firebird.
I think it was just a Firebird.
Yeah. I don't know. I might have had that Formula hood. I can't remember.
Yeah, but it didn't have no wing or nothing on the back of it.
True. Oh, like the rear spoiler? Yeah, I definitely didn't have that. Well, you probably could have got a Formula without a rear spoiler. Hell, you could have taken it off.
Oh, stop it.
Coffee's ready.
Spoilerless Firebird, yeah. 91, I don't know if I asked you, how old are you? If he knows this stuff, he's got to be our age. I forgot what he said, how old he is.
Who's that?
91 Mustang LX.
91 what?
91 Mustang LX.
Dude, he's a young guy.
No, dude, he's to tell by how the stuff that he knows.
He's 36.
Well,
He's a
Yeah.
young guy.
I guess. All right. It's the one where Steve Glow is 71 Mustang. Oh my God.
It's just where he's at. The new movies haven't hit him yet.
Steven Seagal won't even fit in a Mustang now.
He's so
The
far
first-
back in the woods. He's so far back in the woods. He's not even getting the newer movies.
The first movie I remember Seagal in was Above the Law, but
Yeah.
he was in something before that, I'm sure. My dad showed me all the old movies. Nice. All right, there you go. He's posting 20.
What's up, Laguna boss?
That's a lot.
Fostling nicely.
We get color TV in Canada next week. Good for you.
He just got color TV, dude. It's so far in the woods.
Here's a question for you.
Huh?
There's a question for you from Sean Ryder asking about your bike.
Yeah, I took it out the trailer and put it in the shed today, Sean.
Yeah, Laguna. It's been pretty busy here, man. Just life is getting real here. Trying to figure out what I'm doing for a living in the near future.
David, that
going
comment
on
made me think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What's going on with the military stuff?
I mean, if I don't get the job I want, I'm going to get out and go in the reserves.
Okay.
Not playing games here. Like I'm not going to get sent somewhere I don't want to go. So
How long you been in?
10 years. It'll be 11 by the time I get out.
What's your rank now?
Lieutenant Commander.
What is that in
04.
04? Okay.
But yeah, no, I was saying that comment to David. Oh, go ahead.
I think I made it to E4. Then I made it to E3.
That's funny.
Then I got out. You're not supposed to make E3 twice. You're really not.
Oh, David, there's a whole thing to it, man. You know, like the way I've got 3 kids, and my wife has done everything I've ever asked of her and followed me everywhere. I'm not going to go take her somewhere else she doesn't want to go. If she doesn't want to go, then that's it. I'm done. So,
Well, she's got comfortable where she's at, man. And you can't blame her, right?
Yeah, we're trying to pick up a job here because there was one that was brought to my attention that's available. They're just not letting me. They offered it, and then once I said yeah, I'll do it, they took it back. So I'm just waiting to see. I'm waiting to see how it plays out because it's kind of BS how that's working. And if I don't get the job, then I'll still retire, but I'll retire in the reserves. And it just stinks because retirement, I'm at retirement rank. So all I got to do is make it my 20 and I get paid a nice, comfortable paycheck for the rest of my life.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was the new job like? What would you be doing?
Not trying to talk about it too much.
What field?
Basically, I'd be working for the Marines, and I'd be
Special ops.
No. Basically, kind of speaking Navy for the Marine Corps. That's the best thing to say.
Okay. Cool.
You guys see what's his name? Rick McStang. Rick McStang. Is that his name? His channel name?
Yeah.
Yeah. His car's been in this like music video or something lately.
Shoot, yeah.
Yeah. Look good.
Yep, it's cool, man. So Death Race 2000 was Stallone's first movie, 1975.
That's the movie I was just going to talk about, Death Race 2000.
He was in the original one, right?
1975, if that's the original. I don't remember.
Yeah, he was just a bit part in that one, though, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
David, I'm also looking for a GS. Excuse me. A GS12 to GS13 job.
If I'm not mistaken, David Carradine was in that Death Race 2000 as well.
Yes, he was. He was the main guy.
He was Frankenstein.
Frankenstein, yeah, that's it. Didn't he reprise that role in one of the newer ones? One of the newer B-rated ones.
Nice.
Like a boss.
I didn't buy that. Someone bought it for me.
G13, G14, good rank there. Yeah, that's a good job.
I agree.
I wouldn't want to move either. That's one thing I didn't want to do when I was in the Army, and I had a choice, and I decided to get out instead of moving out of Washington.
A lot of Marines don't like it here, but I came from Norfolk. Norfolk is a butthole of the country. So it's there's just a lot of
right?
There's a lot of, it's such a congested area. There's so many people from different spots of the country that are crammed in this tiny spot, all funneling onto this. It's the largest naval base in the world. However, there's only so many entrances to it, and it's way worse than Camp Lejeune. It's horrible. I do not want to go back.
So, 1970, Stallone painted a movie called The Party at Kitties and Studs. It was a pornographic movie.
That's his brother. That's not him, I think. I think that's his brother.
That's Frank, isn't it?
No,
Is it
bro.
Frank? It
I think that
says
was
it's
Frank
got
Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone.
Is it?
I could have swore it was only his brother that dabbled in that, but I don't know.
It says Sylvester Stallone right here, but hey, screw Google, right? Starring Sylvester Stallone in his first starring leading role. February 10th, 1970. The budget
Yes.
was $5,000. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, I need to get my car out and just drive it someday. But they've been sitting. I tell you what though, that the Fox body with the new, like I was kind of like down on the exhaust for a little bit, thinking it wasn't loud enough. But man, like I stood behind it and I let Leighton loves revving it. I let him rev it, and man, it sounds so good.
Mike's
Oh.
Garage. David had a question for you up there in the chat.
Yes, I'm trying to understand how to do that, though.
To do what?
He was asking if I would do B-roll videos for the mock.
Oh, you need either you need to stage a camera, or you need to find a friend who can film rollers, or you find a friend that you trust to drive your car, like maybe your a spouse, and then you drive it daily and you just kind of film it driving around. But it's there's multiple ways to do it, multiple variations of safety.
Yeah, variation.
Just get Car Mob hanging halfway out of a car. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
He'll do it.
There you go.
Well, I like the GoPro because the wide angle lens, like you can just kind of hang your hand out the window a little bit, and you don't really got to pay attention to what you're watching because you're pretty much guaranteed to get it on there.
I'm going to tell you, Car Mob was hanging out the window for a few miles.
Dude,
Cars.
Dude, he did some shots when he came and visited me. Okay, we took my SUV. Somebody else drove. He had the back hatch was open. He had his feet locked on the back seats that were folded down. His feet were locked into that, holding him in, and he was literally hanging all the way out the back of the SUV with the door open to get rollers, for the front of the car.
So the thing that's awesome about my daily driver, so the Toyota Sequoia, the back window, the entire back hatch window, since they came out back in the early 2000s, it goes down. So like you can just stage somebody back there, and they can shoot straight out the back of the car to get head-on rollers.
So I just ordered the GoPro 11.
Is that a thing?
Is that a thing?
I didn't know it was out yet.
Here's the GoPro 8, so I just ordered the 11.
I've got the 9.
I have a 10 and a 7s, 5s, and 10 and a 10.
I've got a 9 and a 5, and that's it.
Yeah,
It's
so I got
in a generic.
The 9.
If I have both of them going, is that B-rolling? Because I had one camera shooting out the front and one shooting out the back.
So he's talking about just like filler video. So like I think so like B-roll would be just like the rollers of your car driving by, rollers of other cars driving by, some sort of like added footage basically. That's not.
So if I have like a camera on the side of the road and I do like a flyby.
Yeah, that could be like you're talking and then there's a break, you see your car drive by, then it goes back to you in the car talking, and like it doesn't have to obviously line up and be exactly where you were passing the car. You just put it in there and it looks like it's part of your trip.
Okay. Interesting.
Like I can guarantee you every video of me driving, the way it's laid out in the video probably isn't exactly how it played out when I was driving.
Well, I got the video like with the 70 Mach 1 at the beginning of my videos. The drive-by, the wife, she got me on a drive-by.
A flyby, you mean? That's not a drive-by. That's a flyby.
That car's not fast enough to do a flyby.
Oh, we've had a conversation, sir. Yes, it is.
I'm going to do a video. I'm going to see what accelerates faster, my 6,000-pound SUV from 2003 or the Fox body. I'm curious what's going to accelerate quicker.
Oh, there you go. Let me ask you guys a question. My intro video, is it stale or is it fine? Should I create something new?
Let me see.
I don't remember.
Huh?
If I'm not mistaken,
How long's your intro? So my opinions on intros has changed so much since I started doing this. I think that that no matter like your intro, if it gets anywhere like 30 seconds or longer, then I think you lose people because they kind of just tune it off. That's what I've noticed, at least in my analytics, when I've actually looked at it. But I think that I think there's value added there. You gotta figure out the exact finessing of it to where it's the perfect length.
Yeah, mine's like 6 seconds right now.
Mine's 19 seconds.
Yeah, that's right. That's right in the ballpark. So I mean,
Yeah, mine's 19 seconds.
Oh, I don't know 91, but it's a long gear, and I've only got 3 speeds. So.
Gary, I'm going to send you something. You don't have to show it if you want, but I know you're going to think it's freaking badass.
The new edges, really? Honestly, this is probably unpopular opinion. One of my favorite sounding Mustangs, and I'm not saying it is my favorite, but one of my favorite sounding Mustangs is a 3-valve that's been cammed. Those 3 valves sound.
I do love those. The 3 valves and cammed even better. And if they put an H pipe on them, even better.
Well, those mother thumpers, when you put a set of mother thumpers in there, man, they sound so good.
Mike, your beginning of your video is perfect, dude.
Yeah.
It's like 3 seconds. Literally 3 seconds.
All right, cool.
Come on, go through.
You know what sounds good?
What?
Is a 428 Cobra Jet cammed out, man. Getting on with it with a 4-speed. That sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
David, I'm missing what you're talking. You're not talking idling. Gotcha. I got you, David. I got you.
Ford Blue Gauge?
Or blues in the house.
I agree with Ford Blue. If an intro is too long, I fast forward through it each time.
Hey, mine's 19 seconds. I don't care if you like it or not. I ain't changing it.
I just think
if it's got cool. Go ahead.
I think if an intro is like 45, seriously, 30 seconds to a minute, that's just too much. I can't sit there and handle that.
My intros are short.
The intro that Boosted made for me was probably about 30 seconds, I want to say, but
Yeah, I'm just, my thing, I was told to keep it under 20 seconds a long time ago, so that's why
I think so. The one I did for the boss was the one I got made from the cinematographer made for me. I've kept it, and I don't know how I feel about it because I don't know what other people think about it.
Are you watching that video, Gary? That's my buddy doing that wheelie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Grass drags.
Yeah, dude. He probably rolled that wheelie for about 100 feet.
Well, the problem is, oh, you're talking about in the video. I got you, 91. I'll say, even if you're not monetized, YouTube will slap an ad on there for you.
Oh, of course they will.
Yeah.
They're all about making money.
They'll take the money. I'm thinking for my old time radio show, because I can't get it to monetize. I've tried multiple times. I'm thinking about having like a donation thing on it at the beginning. If you like this, feel free, or I don't know, or put something in there. So then that way I could keep that channel going because I can't get it to monetize.
I do like the last intro I created, which was I think all of 9 seconds long.
I got to make a new intro for the Fox. The Fox stuff is different. So right now I have I put the 5-star ponies back on the Fox because I was running those dang Dorman spacers, which are the biggest hunks of shit ever. I'm going to shoot them. I don't know. I'm going to get rid of them. But I ordered some Excel Techs from CJ Pony Parts. And when I ordered them, I went to go put them on the car. This is so I can use my 10th anniversary Cobra rims. And you'll see this in the next video. But it was getting hung up on the rotor. The rotor had a little lip. There was a little small part, and then the rotor expanded slightly, and it got hung up on that. So I couldn't even put it on. I had to take a stone wheel and grind out the center hub of the new spacers. So my super expensive spacers, I had to chew them up, but they work good now.
Salty, what's up?
I see what you're saying, Salty.
What's up, Salty?
Oh, it's Salty. So, what do you think of Boosted's music that he uses for intro?
Give it up, man. Give it up.
Dude, I'm just trying to, people know what it is. Come on, just making sure everybody knows what,
I think so.
Just give it up, man.
Yeah, I don't watch commercials on YouTube either. I have premium.
Rich, you're funny, Rich.
Yeah, I got the premium also.
A friend of mine asked me the other day when I was talking to him, or not a friend really, but a coworker. He's like, "What? When you make videos for YouTube, you don't get premium for free?" I'm like, "No."
Oh, I don't have.
They're trying to make money any way they can. The only reason I have premium is because I had Google Music for years until it became, and it always came with, YouTube Red at the time.
I can't click it in StreamYard.
They're making so much money off of us, man. I'm telling you, they're paying us a percentage of a penny compared to what they paid.
Well, I mean, look at how much they take from people when you do super chats and any other things that make money, and they're starting to offer them up to more and more people because they realize they're taking 30 to 70% of it.
Right.
Like, if we can give more people this, we can make more money.
Well, shorts we don't get paid on at all.
You will.
They'll do this to get subscribers.
You get 10 million views.
They're going to start paying you on shorts after next year. I think
If they 10 million views.
What? Later,
You have
Bama.
to have 10 million views on your shorts for them to make money.
What's
Later,
Rumble?
Bama.
I don't even know what
Single
Rumble is.
video or like all of them combined?
Later, Bama.
I think it's all of them combined.
Oh, okay.
What is Rumble? It's not like, well,
it's like a
conservative
YouTube
alternative.
type thing, but I hate it.
What's up, next year?
What is
the next
Rumble?
one?
It's kind of like a YouTube type thing, but it's a whole different. I don't like it.
Kind of like that library thing or whatever it was for a little while. It tried to pop up.
I got you, Brian.
Oh, shit.
But
Yeah.
like the whole shorts things, we kind of get screwed on because you'll have your regular videos, you get like 200-300 views, but then you do a short and you get like 10,000, and you look and you got paid nothing. And if they just had like a single commercial right before the short and we got 50% of that, I'd be happy.
Well,
But then again, you get to the point of there again is people they won't watch the short because of the commercials.
exactly. The reason they do the shorts, Mike, is they're competing with TikTok. TikTok was taking all their following, so shorts are TikTok essentially. Them trying to keep up. So you should. The whole point is for you to be there on your phone and be able to go, nope, okay, I want to watch this one. Okay, like it up. Be able to keep moving. So they can't throw that in there.
How does TikTok make money? I've never seen.
I can monetize on TikTok right now. I just don't do it because I don't want China already knows my stuff, and I don't want to give them anything else.
Well, I'm just saying that I've never seen an ad on TikTok.
Oh, they're sponsored. Yeah, they're on there.
I've never seen one.
Their videos. It'll say sponsored at the bottom.
But I did get some kind of a letter somewhere, an email that YouTube is going to start paying on the shorts.
Yeah, it was in their last update, and it's not going to happen until next year.
Right. I guess it's like January, something like that.
Yeah.
It's always funny that some of the dumbest shorts do well. So like I posted it wasn't even like huge. It didn't do great. I think I got like 4,000 views, but I posted a short, just me cruising in the Fox with my dog and Maddox. Got like 4,000 views, and I think that one video got me like 25 subscribers.
Well, it's funny because seriously, I mean, if I got a short out and it'll start popping, I'll get like 3,000 views on it. All of a sudden, it stops dead. I don't get another.
Yeah. Well, that's because you got to think about it though. How many compared to like full length videos, right? How many shorts are getting uploaded daily? Just like millions. So,
I'm going to start up 5 or 6 a day.
I ain't worried about that, David. I ain't sweating.
Start doing my spinner here. It's going to be a short.
Yeah, there you go.
I agree, Ford Blue.
Why is Ford Blue not on this panel? Oh,
I don't know. Why is Salty not on the panel?
yeah, exactly.
Salty.
I just
Exactly, Ford. But
The thing is though, like, you know, I'm trying to find more time to. I use shorts as fillers. So like, if I have some video on my phone and I don't have time to make a full length video, which I've had very little time lately, I use it to post something every now and then just to kind of keep me viable in the algorithm. I don't know if it does anything or not, but
Yeah, that's the only reason I have shorts. That's the only reason my channel is still even alive right now is because of shorts.
oh, you know what video I might do? I was debating doing so. Like I was thinking about if it rained, I wasn't going to go to Foxtoberfest, and 91 Mustang just reminded me. But what I might end up doing is buying 3 rolls of Flex Seal or Flex Tape, and just like making a video like, hey, if it rains, can you build a window out of Flex Tape?
Yes, you can.
oh yeah, you can.
I know this from experience.
Flex Tape's good stuff. That's some good stuff.
Yeah,
It's
Gary, that's what I was saying. Poos.
Hey, you know what though, Fort Blue, and that I say it all the time. The money don't mean crap, man. But the people that I get to meet and the people that I get to hang out with on these streams right there means everything.
Shoot, yeah, the money doesn't mean anything unless you somehow hit big and you get like a, you know,
Unless you're millions.
Yeah.
Like 100 million subscribers like Mr. Beast on his main channel.
Yeah, that dude's crazy, man. He gives away so much stuff.
That guy works so much. I watched an interview with him, and he's just constantly doing things because he has like 5 channels.
You talking about the Joe Rogan interview?
No, it was not with Joe Rogan.
He was on Joe Rogan not too long ago. It was it was very fascinating.
The guy he's one of those, he can't sit still and not be doing something.
Well, he said he'd been doing YouTube since he was like 13, way before like it was this.
Yeah.
And he said that like he graduated high school and all he ever wanted to do was YouTube. All he ever wanted to talk about was YouTube. But his mom's like, you got to do something with your life. And she sent him to community college. Well, he would just sit in his car all day and make YouTube videos. And so he was getting straight zeros. And he said it was literally, I had to succeed on YouTube or I was screwed.
Fort Blue's building another Chevy.
He said he had like a group of like 4 dudes who like every single morning they would Skype and just talk about, they'd be micro analyzing their analytics and they'd be like, you know, trying to figure out, hey, what colors work best on thumbnails? Hey, what kind of transitions are popping in the algorithm? Like just crazy things. Like, how do you even figure that out?
So basically, they're just brainstorming on what works best.
Yeah. So basically, he said the whole thought process was when you have 5 guys talking about lessons learned, you get to learn, you know, 5 people's mistakes rather than just one's.
Yeah.
He's a Chevy's nomad.
He does a lot of good though too. So I can't get on him about it. He gives a lot of stuff away. He gives a lot to charity. I know that helps him with his taxes.
Honey, can I get a drink? Street Fox 347.
Oh, I lost a subscriber. I'm back down to 373.
I don't even know.
And, you know, that's another thing, man. It seems like YouTube, they'll take, you know, you'll start stacking them up. All of a sudden, you stop, and it takes like 3 or 4 days before you get another one. Then you lose 2.
Yeah.
Well, I started gaining because I'm driving my truck around, and it's got a huge thing on the back that says Pink's Garage, you know, YouTube. It's big, and people see it, and they subscribe.
Did you mix your beans with your corn tonight, Fort Blue?
I'm closing slowly on 3,000, and then we're gonna do a giveaway. I haven't done a giveaway in quite a while.
Oh, dude. So listen to this. All right. So, you know, I did that giveaway with that, you know, Elvon King or whatever. You know, Carmob got one, and I think another guy, Rusty Glovebox got one.
You talking about the tumblers?
No. This stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Armor Shield.
Yeah.
So they got a hold of me, and they sent me this stuff and says, we want you to do a video on it. And I said, really? And they said, yeah. And I said, we already did a video on it. So I showed them the video. So then they sent me this stuff.
Oh,
So
there you go.
Video.
Nice.
So I got. Oh, go ahead.
Then I got one of these that I still got to unbox. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
No one sounds like an
It's a
African
box.
cooking trial.
I got to unbox this, and I got to do this. I got to do a video on this. So I got a couple.
I keep getting these companies. They're off-brand companies, but reaching out to me with the LED lights. So I just did one for the Boss, right? I had another company reach out to me. Hey, we want you to do a video on your Mustang and our LED light. I'm like, I literally just did one. I said, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying like I don't appreciate it, but I was like, I'm willing to do one on my daily driver because I'm getting that ready for a trip to a Mustang show, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing another LED swap in my Boss just to swap LED to LED.
They got LED company had gotten a hold of me too, and I turned them down.
Yeah.
Four Blue, you said that Chevy was brown with yellow spots, so I asked if you mixed your beans with your corn tonight.
One of the coolest things I got, one of the coolest companies that's approached me, is a Chinese company for sure. But I got a really nice diagnostic tool that like you run your VIN in it, and it like pulls up all the specifics for your car.
And sends all the information to China.
Yeah, they can know if they want to know about my Toyota Sequoia, go for it.
Oh man.
Nice.
From that, now they're making Sequoia knockoffs.
Well, it's 2003, so I mean,
Yeah.
little.
I remember the first time I went to China, and I worked in crash testing, so I went to car R&D places. And this was back when the RAV4 was fairly new. And the first thing I saw was what I thought was a RAV4. But it wasn't. It was
but it was a ZLQ 2X700.
It was a Geely car, but it was it was Chery. Chery Car Company was making a RAV4, but for China. But it wasn't a RAV4. They had some other name. And I was like, oh, that's pretty good. And so many cars like that in China.
Well, nowadays, imagine how great their process has become because of 3D scanners. So you can just basically scan it and just remanufacture.
It's more than just scanning it, though. They just do it and do it way worse. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, I know, but what I'm saying is their quality can probably go up a fraction because they can actually.
It's funny because I worked for Geely. That was the company that bought. They bought Volvo, bought some other people. They're a huge car company. One of the largest.
They bought Volvo.
At the time, they had bought Miller Motorsports Park, but I think there was a big lawsuit against them, and they had to sell it off. That's why Ford Performance moved from Miller Motorsport to Charlotte. That's the main reason. Was when Geely bought it, they moved. The other thing is they built this car, and one of their top of the line Chinese cars, and I got to look into their new one, and it was supposed. And it's like pieces fell out at you. Were just falling apart. It wasn't built well. But then they had this. They had a thing with the London Cab Company in the UK to build their cabs, and those things were like pristine, perfect. There wasn't a thing wrong with them, and it all just depends on who's buying their stuff, what quality you get.
Yeah,
they can do good work. They choose not to when they don't have to.
One thing I like about Toyotas is it's like a Toyota, you pay more, but you get what you pay for 99% of the time.
Oh, I've always loved Toyotas. I will never forget my first Toyota truck and my old Corolla Tercel that I loved.
My dad had an 87 or 85 or 87 Toyota pickup. It was one of those 4-speed 22R motors.
Yeah.
22R, yeah.
And the R or the RE?
I don't remember. It was one of them, but it had 250,000 miles, I think, but it was running. It was brand new. And the worst thing is, and I can't believe I went along with this. I should have fought harder. They were getting rid of it, and he was going to sell it. And he's like, hey, do you want my truck? And he was just going to give it to me. And at the time, I had already had 4 cars. I had a Mustang, an MGB, and my daily, and my wife's daily. And my wife's like, we don't need a used car lot over here. And I was like,
oh my God,
it's a free truck.
I'd have taken it because those old 80s lifted Toyotas were amazing when you lifted it. I had one. I had an 85, I think it was.
David, not for the Boss, but honestly, one thing I'm still keeping in my back pocket, David, is I still have a spare set of Boss 302. I have a spare Boss mid pipe and a spare Boss side pipes. So I might do a Boss exhaust on the Fox body one day and be the only person who's running that.
And Brian Allen, I agree with you right there 100%, man. Toyota needs to work on their quality of their interiors.
Well, I will say this, though. You can say that, but I'm driving a 2003 Toyota, and the interior of that car has held up phenomenally.
It's their newer stuff that's the problem.
Yeah. It just looks like cardboard to me, man. It just looks cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that it's bad. It's falling apart. It just looks cheap.
Did you see what they're doing with the new Super Duty Limiteds? Those look really nice.
Dude, it's just way too much money those things are asking for those trucks.
Yeah, I know, but those new seats are
outrageous.
They're better than the ones I have.
I would rather have your truck, Pinks. Honest to God, I would rather have your truck.
I love my truck. But my truck is a Super Duty, and it's a 21, and it's not a limited, it's platinum.
I get it, man. Your truck is better. I like your truck better than anything they showed tonight.
So I think we're gonna start. I'm gonna have some Toyota content on the channel. Hope nobody freaks out over that. I'm gonna be doing some videos on my daily because I think what I want to do in the long run is like there's actually a huge following for that car. But what I wanted to do, and I've seen some videos of them and some pictures, you can make them look like such cool overlanders.
What engine's in yours?
It's a 2UZ.
Okay.
It's
so
a V8.
What about an engine? That's actually a decent engine.
I'm gonna do some Toyota. I'm gonna do some Toyota videos myself. I'm gonna go to the junkyard and start crushing a bunch of them.
Do it.
Gary's funny man.
You can crush it. Was it you saw the old Top Gear back in the day when they took the diesel Toyota pickup and they were trying to kill it? Have you ever seen that one?
No, I haven't.
So they took it was old Jeremy Clarkson on the British Top Gear. They took one of the old what do they call them? The Hilux, I think, right? It was an old Hilux, which was basically same as just a Toyota pickup, but they put diesels in them in Europe, right? Well, they tried multiple ways to kill. They're trying to kill the car. But in the rules where they could the mechanic could come look at it. He could use basic tools in like WD-40 to try and fire it up again. The first thing they did is they just smashed it into a wall, fired it right up, drove it down a bunch of stairs. They ended up what'd they do? Oh yeah, they tied it to the ocean and they flooded it completely. Like it got carried to sea. They pulled it back on land. The guy fiddles around with it for a little bit. He sprays it down with some WD-40, fires right up. They set it on fire. They set it on fire after that. They went water, then they went fire. Fired right up right after that. The whole interior of the car burned out. Then they tied it to the top of a building, which they demolished the building. It fell 25 stories. The only thing holding it together was the body panels, and the car still fired up and wanted to drive. It was ridiculous.
That's a good engine.
Yeah.
So if you saw that, Gary, what did you think of that new 6.8 liter? The smaller Godzilla, basically.
It's gonna turn out to be a good engine. You know it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dude. Sometimes
I think they're doing it for the fuel economy because they have to keep everything at a certain level or they have to get rid of things.
And I agree wholeheartedly. But the newer stuff sometimes it just takes me a minute to get used to it.
Yeah, it looked like a decent little pushrod engine. I like it. It
does, but it just takes time. You get used to one thing, then they throw something else at you.
I wonder what the numbers are on their new 6.7 diesel. What they're doing to it this time, because they've got more cooling on the turbo. So I'm gonna bet they're gonna up the torque again to 1100.
Dude, that'd be crazy.
Well, mine's 1050. I've got. I think the 20. Oh no, mine's 1,000. 1,000 foot-pounds of torque at 475 horsepower.
Pinks, I just realized it almost looks like you're sitting in an interrogation room waiting for somebody to walk in behind
I
us.
know, right?
Start questioning you.
I am.
Pink, you got a badass truck, dude. I'm going to tell you right now, I would keep that truck forever.
I don't know. I probably would have sold it if prices weren't coming down right now on used cars, just because it's worth so much and I don't need that much power anymore. Because I bought it for the big trailer I had, and that trailer is now gone. But because prices are dropping and they won't even give me 90 grand for it, yeah, it's staying because I own it. I own it outright.
I got a buddy I posted it on the channel on my community tab. I got a buddy selling his GT500. It's got 4,000 miles. He wants $91K for it.
That's a nice car.
Yeah.
That's a nice car. I seen it.
Just wish it had black stripes.
Well, he's a finance manager he's the finance manager at one of the local dealerships here. He's the guy who calls me and texts me whenever they get something cool on the lot. That's how I drove the 350 and the 15 GT they have. And he's called me numerous times before. I just can't always make it work.
But 4,000 miles at 91K, dude. It's pretty much
it's a fair price.
It's actually a good price.
Yeah. Well, I know about 3 weeks ago, the place we bought the Edge from offered me $90,000 for my truck, but they wanted to sell me. They wanted to sell me a brand new F250 for this about $2,000 more after taxes and everything.
I went to an F250 when I bought my 20. I was looking at the S250. They wanted 80 grand for it, and I said, "Nah, forget it."
Well, I'm in a platinum, and the F250 they had was a platinum, but it had everything in it, like everything. And I do like that new Sync 4 system, but I wasn't willing to lose money on it. To go down, from a 450 to a 250, I lose payload. Although I do get a smaller. And that was the kicker. The big thing. It was a short bed. I will not do a short bed. I like to be able to put 4x8 sheets of plywood in my truck and not have to worry about them sticking out.
Well, and that's the thing, though. With my truck, I can pull anything that I need to pull. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen my trucks pull enclosed trailers and everything else. So I'm good. And for the price that was going to charge me for a 250, I'm not going to be pulling that much to need that truck.
Yeah.
Kind of like where you're at right now with your truck. You know what I mean?
Right. And I mean, since I own mine outright and it's, only 2 years old, it's got 15,000 miles on it. I just got an oil change done by Ford. That won't happen again because it cost me over $300 to have my oil changed and my fuel filters.
What does it take, like 15 gallons?
It takes, 13 quarts.
I used to have, so
only a quart more than mine.
When I lived in Virginia
fuel
Beach,
filters. They killed me on the fuel filter charge.
Well, fuel filters and the oil filters is what kill you on those trucks.
well, when I lived in Virginia Beach, I had they had free oil changes for life for a company priority dealership. So even if it wasn't a Ford dealership, like I went to Priority Chevy, they'd have to take care of it. And unfortunately, I don't live near there anymore, because it was a sweet deal paying for my 5W50 every time.
Yeah, I agree. Now, what kills me is the last oil change I got was before I moved, and it was in Tacoma, and I used my reward points to pay for it, and it was 29,000 points. I get here, and it cost me 54,000 points and $82 after that, because it was over $300 for the entire thing. And I went and looked up all the prices to buy the filters, to buy the oil. I could have saved $200 by just doing it myself.
Right.
But I could have saved $100 just going next door to the Express Lube place and having them do it.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. Those old 7.3s, man, back in the day, they were good, man.
I like the 99 and 2000, the 99 and 2000 7.3. Those are my favorites. An 89 7.3 is an international.
Right.
Ooh, that's nice.
You want to buy that? 46 grand.
No, I don't. It's a long bed though, so good on it.
Hey, if I was stupid rich, I wouldn't mind buying that stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
rich. I'm really retarded poor.
Yeah, those IDI diesels are beast 91. Yeah, that's the old international 7.3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So rich, I think. Kim, how much did you pay for your last oil change?
I'm guessing 160.
I think it was 160 something for her last oil change.
Yeah.
Just because I know what they charge for mods.
Really expensive. Yeah, no death. Yeah, I love that. If it weren't for my lifetime powertrain warranty, I'd have no death too. But I have a lifetime warranty on my truck.
Oh, I had a lifetime powertrain and engine warranty on the Boss. And when I moved here, rather than pay dealerships to do it, I sacrificed it to the gods, and now it's all on me.
Yeah, I may do that too. My problem is if I can get the electronic problems fixed in it, which are still covered on the bumper to bumper,
Yeah.
I need to get those fixed because they're really pissing me off, and I'm probably going to end up taking it up to Tennessee because the dealership here's they got idiots working there.
Oh, what's going on with your car, Pinks?
Well, it depends on the day. When I start it, some days like I'll hit the start button and it'll try and start and then stop. Same with the remote. Other times, no problem, but it'll give me when I start to drive. It'll give me, it'll all the the traction control, all that just goes away. It gives me errors for everything. No hill start. You can't do the cruise control. You can't do anything. Other times, the lights in the back of the cab,
I'll be right back.
in the back seats, just stay on. They won't shut off. Other times, the steering assist, the electronic steering assist doesn't work. So to fix all this, except for the light thing, you just shut it off and start it again, and they go away. It's something in the computer is wrong. And the newest thing was, what did it do to me? It wouldn't let me change drive mode. That happened today. I went to change drive mode. Nothing else wrong. It just, nope, not available. I'm like, what?
This is the car that Ken was working on, right?
No, this is my truck.
Oh, it's your truck.
This is my truck. My car, I don't care about. The things, I destroyed the warranty on that years ago.
No, I was just wondering how that was doing. That's what I was asking.
Oh, my car. Last I talked to Chris was a couple of little things to do on it, and then the tune, basically.
And the dyno. Oh yeah, it's done on the dyno.
But I have to come up with the money for that, and right now I don't have it. I just I'm killing myself trying to get this house fixed. Like tomorrow, like I said, my living room floor is getting ripped out.
Dang, Rich. God.
So I don't have a living room for the next three days or so.
Wow.
I just put my entire living room furniture in my trailer. Which luckily nothing's really that heavy in my living room. I think the heaviest thing was the couch, and it wasn't too bad.
278, man. They saw you coming, bro.
Yeah. Electronic inspection. What is that?
They didn't even give him any lube.
Yeah, Kim's last oil change was 152.
Yeah, my last oil change was $352.
Yeah, I buy the cases of 550 from Rock Auto for I think it's like $9.40 a quart, and then that's about as cheap.
You were just in the basement. You ignored them.
I was outside taking a picture of my tire size because I got to find some tires.
That's
so
right.
I will be doing the oil changes on all my cars except for the truck because I've got nowhere to do it because my driveway is like this. I can't get the truck into my garage. It won't fit.
But, Rich, that's why I have Forge do our oil changes, because we want them to know that it's been done. We don't want no hassle if something happens.
Yeah, I do like having the Ford service records. I do.
You can
But-
get it stamped, the booklet that it comes with, or make your own, and then just have the oil change place just stamp it.
I
Yeah.
would take it to an oil change place to save my life.
Well, like a Firestone or a Midas.
I don't trust any of them. I don't trust any of them.
I almost swear my '84 Blazer, the reason it died was the Jiffy Lube. Fuck, they messed up.
Oh, I would never go to Jiffy Lube, like ever.
This was a long time ago,
Pennzoil, Jiffy Lube, all those I won't have. No.
and I was tired. I needed it done. It was my dad's old vehicle, and it had a lot of miles on it. So
Yeah,
I don't think they put enough oil in it, or I think they left something loose, and I blew the engine like a day later. And all I was doing was driving home from dropping my daughter off at T-ball. I wasn't racing. I wasn't doing anything. I was just driving home on the freeway.
Yeah, my last oil change cost me a whole $50. So for the Mach 1, Bretella T 5W40 synthetic, and then Motorcraft filter.
Nice.
Oh, and that's funny, Richard, talking about that, because when my wife takes her car to get the oil change, she makes sure who's doing it, and she's watching them every step of the way, and they know it.
Oh, they hate that.
Oh, my wife's something else, man. When it comes to that car, hers, woo, don't mess with it.
Well, I've only met her the one time, well, for a couple of days, but she seemed like a good girl that would care about her cars.
She cares about her car. I'll tell you that right now.
My wife does too, but I do all the work to it most of the time. Although it's mostly stock now. The only thing it's got on it that's an upgrade now is the because the turbo I had put in it died. It blew itself up. It was Jeep, it was the parts were decent, but it was put together by a Chinese company, and that's not what we were bought. It's not what we bought, but it's been so long ago I can't even go back on it now.
Oscar, did you just leave him hanging in the basement again?
I think
It
you
looks like it.
If he would just come in the basement and say private chat or something, I can't see. I see 5 names, 5 little pictures here, and then if he pops up, it means he's below, and he's right below my little menu tab. So I need a warning that he's here.
But yeah, so my Mach 1, the 21 Mach 1, when I bought that car, the dealership gave me an extended warranty on that car because I bought so many cars from them. So they gave me the extended warranty. And then my wife's car, we bought the extended warranty for her car. So that's why we make sure we get everything done through Ford's. I ain't taking it nowhere else.
Right.
So do I, Rich. Got him sitting right here next to me.
Yeah, I think the only cars we have with warranties on right now are the 21 450 and the 22.
He's not there, David.
We definitely have a warranty on the new car.
Yeah, my 21 F-150 has got an extended warranty on it to like 120,000 or 110,000. And then the Mustang, I got it up to 75,000 or something like that.
I didn't buy extended on the truck. I just got the regular, 3-year, 36,000 bumper to bumper, and then the lifetime drivetrain, which does not include the most expensive things that can go wrong with it. And that's the injectors and the DEF filter.
I just trusted when I bought my boss that it was going to survive.
So if my DEF filter ever goes bad, I'm getting rid of the DEF. That's all there is to it. DEF and EGR are gone at that point, and then I just screw the whole warranty because the truck, the engine will run better without those things.
Right.
And it's actually easier on it, but then they'll use that to say, well, you broke the warranty. You caused the damage. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. But
that's normally how it goes. And that's why I try to get all my records through Ford's right now.
I'm not replacing, the DEF filter, which is not covered by the warranty, nor is the injectors. The DEF filter is like $3,000+ plus.
Why isn't that covered by the warranty? I don't get that.
Because it's a what do you call it,
Special phrase.
Wear and tear.
it's something they know is going to go bad, and so they won't cover it because eventually it'll go bad. It just will over so many years.
Right.
It gets too gunked up.
That goes with
Same with injectors.
I figured
the injectors died because of the EGR system. Without that, they wouldn't die as quickly as they do, and they cost a lot of money. It's over $1,000 to replace your injectors.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, I see somebody here. Well, it's not salty.
That's
I
right.
know it's hard to, but I know somebody who'll do it, so it's not a problem.
No, he's a whole lot prettier than Salty is.
Oh,
That's right.
boy.
Don't mess with the Jesus.
What's going on?
I snatch that gun from you, stick it up your coolie, and pull the trigger till it goes click.
Click, click, boom.
It's gonna go boom.
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on?
How's it going, T?
What's up, T?
Hello, everybody. Good to see y'all tonight.
Oh, man.
I need to find some tires.
Continental.
No,
You get
I'm
the Continental tires.
being a cheap guy. I'm looking for stock pull-offs of newer Toyotas.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Brailsford, do you have any? I'll tell you right now, guys, and please don't think I'm bashing anybody or being any kind of biased or racist or anything like that. But there are so many fellas down here, Guerrero, tire. I mean, just a lot of Mexican tire places they got tires laying all over the place. It's
We had a lot
great.
of this in Tacoma, Washington, too, and it was great. Used tire places, I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, like I said,
Tires that had like 5,000 miles on them, brand new, full sets. You get them for like $52 a piece.
No worries, Sean. Thanks for hopping in here, buddy.
Later, Sean.
Later, Sean.
take care, Sean. Man, I got this bourbon. It's a brown sugar bourbon, and then they finish it off in a pecan casket. Bruh.
Those are so sweet, though. I can't do them. They're so sweet.
It ain't as sweet as Sublime, but it's pretty damn good.
Damn, Skippy.
Nothing's as sweet as Sublime. Come on.
My little
Sublime
buddy.
is-
All right, we're gonna end the stream on that note.
Hey, mic drop, baby. Mic drop. There you go.
He is sweet. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He's
Say
pretty
what?
sour.
What'd you say, Gary?
I said,
Well,
Sublime
the
is
cock-
sweet. He's pretty sour.
Yeah.
Hey, at least he ain't salty.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go.
Dang, 91.
Oh, man.
What happened to Salty?
He got mad because he probably showed up in the basement twice and said, "Screw this."
Oh, I gotta go. And then Brailsford, he's on there. I gotta get the Continental tire. Man, Brailsford, stop playing, bull. Just give you some. Hey, you look on Facebook yard sale?
He pops right
That's what
up.
I'm doing right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to make sure I got good tires for when I go to Foxtoberfest to haul a trailer. The tires that are on my car right now are pretty old.
What do you got? Some Maypops?
On my car? I don't know what I got.
How old are they?
Maypop at any time?
Hey T, how far are you from Fredericksburg?
Hour and 20 minutes.
There you go. There you go, David.
Hour and 20 minutes. David, give me a call or shoot me a text, brother. I really, really want to meet up with you, man.
They'll have some lee trays ready to go.
Hey, T, what BSB is that you're drinking?
Well, this cup right here hails from where did I get this one? Oh, this is Southside Market Barbecue. But that damn shit. So I was out drinking a couple weeks ago, and they poured me this damn bourbon, and it had a big TX on it, and it had a really nice pecan note at the end. So I Googled it, but I found some stuff at this place called Specs, and it said, hey, it's finished in a pecan, And it is a little sweet, but it's very, very. I love pecans. So
Now for Blue, I'm not. But when I do, Sublime will be going live.
Oh my God!
Are you going live, Sublime?
No, I'm not going live. I have to get up.
Aw.
I gotta get up and I gotta do
What
my
am I
hair.
gonna do for the rest of the night? I don't have to get up until 6:30 in the morning. Shit.
Tomorrow I ain't got to be at the hall related, so I ain't got to go to work until 3. So
I got to go grab a charge. I'll give you a second.
Yeah, I got not tomorrow, but Thursday, I'm moving my trailer. My boy Rufus is coming down and going to haul my trailer down the road a piece. I will be having on-site laundry and a damn swimming pool.
Holy, what are you gonna do? Are you
I'll
gonna
just
have deodorant too to go with the laundry?
I'll be able to go to the laundry like right on site instead of the other day. I went to the laundromat at 10 o'clock at night. There had been 30 kids running around there, 50 people, and it was loud as F, and you couldn't get nothing done. So now I had to go to my other spot. I was like, damn, so this place has got on-site laundry, so it'll be just a little bit more convenient.
That's always nice.
And it's $100 cheaper a month.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's like a sore, you know what, you can't beat it. Fill in the blank. I don't want to curse on Bralford's stream. He's respectful enough and let me on here, so I don't want to be disrespectful.
You know, I can run a live after this if anybody wants to join.
Yeah. And I found out, I called VAS Suspensions, and I talked to the guys over there. They said I can run an airbag on my truck. So when I do want to haul, it's no problem. So I'm getting the specs on the airbag from them guys, but I'll be able to pull this trailer with my truck because, you know, it's got the 5-liter and everything else. It's a towing package. So I'll be able to do it myself next time, just in case I get back. There's a spot in North Kakalaka. There's actually 2 spots in North Carolina, one in New Bern, and then another one just opened up in Wilmington, North Carolina. That would be a bump up for me. So we'll see what shakes out the tree if I don't go to Dallas.
There's a lot of Yankees. There's a lot of Yankees in North Carolina and Wilmington. That's where my family moved to from Connecticut.
Yeah.
I grew up in North Carolina, but south middle of the state, Rockingham.
Yeah, I used to live in between High Point and Kernersville when I was younger.
Yeah.
That's when High Point was the furniture capital of the world before China took over.
Before China took over.
So, see,
Where Ashley Furniture isn't that where that is?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
You got airbags on your truck?
I'm getting ready to look. I'm getting the specs from VAS, and then there's a place down here. It's unfortunate, you know, because, man, I'll tell you what, they look at me sideways when I wash my pickup truck in the joint. But to work on the truck, and I'll take it down. I'll get the specs on the airbags of what I need, and then Primo 50, he's an hour and a half, 2 hours south of here. And I'm sure if I set up a time with him, he'd help me out, get him, and help me install them or install them for me.
Okay, yeah, because airbags, I'm going to tell you, my neighbor, he uses airbags and he loves them.
Yeah.
I had airbags on my Silverado. They were great.
Well, I have to because I'm lowered 5 inches in the rear.
Anyone who watches Tang Mode, his giveaways are scams. Why?
Yeah, S550, Sick Pony. Hey, man, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you on here before. I have my own kind of feelings about him. I really stopped tuning into anything you've made. And people like him, that's fine. I don't really care. Like, you can like what you like. No worries. But, the moment when COVID hit and he started – no, you're good, man. You're good. When COVID hit and he started – complaining about how he can't pay for his GT500, his 350, his GT, and his Raptor all at once, I was like, all right, I'm done here. Like, there's people who have real world problems that are trying to figure out how they're going to feed their children, and you're complaining because you don't have your your paralegal job now and you can't afford a 500 a GT and all this other thing. Like, okay.
Let me tell you something,
I
man.
really don't care.
The court system went on. A lot of paralegal work you can probably do from home. So I got no real sympathy. But I'll tell you right now, I don't know what's going on. And Brailsford, I know that you were, with the politic thing. But if they don't come up with a continuous resolution or a budget by Friday night, guess who's not getting paid? This guy.
Yeah,
I got to go to work and not get paid until these ding-dongs. So whatever y'all do, vote these assholes out come November.
No matter who's in charge, they all don't want to ever get anything done. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Politicians, as a rule, are all idiots. Everyone.
I agree. But you know what?
Especially the ones that have been doing it for way too long.
Well, now is the time to where you can get them out of office, because if they're not on the primary ballot, if they don't get enough votes, they're not on the primary ballot for the following year. So now it's the time to do it. But this is just ridiculous.
I understand. It sucks. Politics has pissed me off for about 20 years now.
So
I'll tell you right now, I will go down there and I will make me some. Well, so, hey, Brailsford, can I share a story real quick?
What kind of story are we talking?
All right, listen. So I'm at this bar, people. Yeah. So I'm at this bar, and I'm having a good time. The next thing you know, I meet this chick, and me and her are hitting it off pretty well. My phone number, her phone number, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, we're swapping a little spit. But she starts saying a few things, and I'm picking up on some key things. So I start throwing some open-ended questioning back to her. Well, old girl's related. And I ain't talking to Juan Valdez to go get coffee, but she's related to some folks down south that you really don't want to be involved with. And I'm like, Jesus, Lord have mercy. What did I just drop into? So I had to drop her like a bad habit. But if I need to, I'll just call her up and say, hey, I'm ready to run a package. It ain't no other thing. Chicken wing on the string. I still got friends.
Want to see a skunk?
I did see a big ass skunk yesterday. Sublime, this skunk was as big as a big old fat house cat.
There's one outside right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
So-
fun for you.
I would say when it comes to those, I'm not going to say anything bad about Stang Mode specifically, but any of those guys that they're pushing merch super hard and that's how that they're making a living off it, is selling merch, that just always just kind of turns me off.
Well, the other thing too is you get these, and I really don't want to go down this negativity talk here, but like the people who get real big and then they'll create these nonprofits, but the nonprofits are just shells for ways for them to hide their money.
Yeah.
That I don't like.
Now,
But I watch Cletus, and he pushes his stuff, but I don't really care because he's got really entertaining stuff to
Yeah,
watch.
I do like Cletus' channel.
Yep, I like Cletus.
Yeah, if you like it, you like it. Yes.
Cletus, now I did watch a video Stang Mode, I think today, and it was him taking Hulk out finally for the first time. He broke a half shaft.
Jeez.
It was hilarious.
You had mentioned
I say it's hilarious because I've been there. I've done it like 3 times now.
So, Pinch, you had said before, and you were starting to go down the politic route. The interesting thing is that if you look at both sides and you pull them completely out of the picture, it's actually who's done the most damage is the Federal Reserve.
There you go.
There's a lot of it too, yeah. Well, what plays a part of that was, let's just take it back to 2008. Bill Clinton had a very, very good policy about wanting to give everybody a house and make everybody a homeowner. But the problem was that the American public and the banks became too greedy. They overspent their money. They only make $50,000 a year, but how do you think you're going to afford a $500,000 house? So they went in deep. The banks took the money, and everybody, it was a two-fault blame. It was a good program. That's how that was 2008. But
my biggest problem with that was that the federal government bailed them all out.
and that is a big fact. And you know who paid for that? All of us right here on this chat.
We
We
still
got to
pay.
be careful a little bit on Brailsford's channel talking about some of this, but I would say what's interesting is the Federal Reserve is raising interest rates, which is making the dollar extremely strong. It's making the euro and the pound extremely weak, causing them to have even worse inflation. Now they have to raise their interest rate to counteract that. Plus, you have the existing inflation there. We're going into a worldwide global recession, which is going to start hitting over the next few months. It's going to get nasty. It's going to be.
My house is going to be worthless here soon, I'm sure.
Well, you know, y'all, I'll tell you right now, I'm white trash, but I'm first class if you can't tell.
There you go.
You're living in an RV, aren't you?
Yeah, I got a 30-foot RV, man. I'm telling, and I was, you know, before I'm getting ready to move it, but I'm just like, I feel so blessed, and it's just such a nice feeling that, like today I went to my storage unit, and I'm like, I got to get rid of this, and that, because I really don't need this, and that.
Why are people always pushing their damn T-shirts? My wife gets on
pushers.
No, I got that's funny. So my wife made a whole bunch of them for me because it was like, I had a bunch of people ask me. So I had a whole bunch of people ask me before I went to Ponies and Smokies back in March if they could get a shirt. And I made a bunch and no one really asked for them. So I was like, oh, I got a bag of shirts. So
what size you got?
Oh, I don't know. Like I got everything, man.
You got 3X?
I might actually, because I did have to make a couple of those.
Because that's what I wear.
Hey, you got anything that'll fit behind this rock?
I mean, I got shirts that fit me, so I mean, you know.
Oh yeah, and he's a stud, so you know, hey.
Hey, Brailsford wears mediums on purpose, bro.
I wear XLs.
Hey, Brailsford, do me a favor. Can you hit me up on Instagram? Because I've got some, I get like the Under Armour V-neck black tees and Under Armour regular tees. And I'm going to ship you some out, bud. XLs. Because I got way too many.
Okay.
You know, it's the tattoo. They give it to me for an undershirt. And they're very nice. You know, it's Under Armour, brother. So shoot me it up so I can get them over to you.
I appreciate it.
Ain't nothing but a thing chicken wing on the string, because I know a brother works out and he's got to lean and mean. Woo!
Well, I might be out of the gym here for a bit. I might need labrum surgery.
Yeah. So you're just gonna come in the live stream and hang out with some real dumbbells?
Yeah. I'll just work out my one arm. People will be like, that guy's he's got some lonely nights.
That's mine. That's 550.
What surgery did you say you gotta get?
What's up?
You say you had to get surgery?
I might need surgery.
On?
Labrum.
Where's the labor located?
Shoulder.
Okay, so the same thing I probably need, but mine's here. I can barely use this arm right now. It's killing me. Just lifting
I would, hey guys, I would. So if anyone who's been in here, who's been in my live streams before, anytime I've ever gotten any sort of super chat, I'm always telling whoever's done it, you know, you obviously don't have to. I'm here to talk to you guys and hang out, talk cars. You know, this is my hobby. The fact that my hobby earns any type of money is a blessing for sure, and it helps me continue to do stuff with my kids. On the Fox body and stuff like that, but like I don't expect jack squat. I just like talking to you guys. And matter of fact, like Ford Blue, for example, like your knowledge is valuable, so valuable as in itself that like the fact that I can just talk to some of you guys and have your experience to base my what I'm going to do off of. I appreciate it.
Later, that's 550.
That's 556.
Well, my opinion immediately, S550 is did he leave already?
No, I think it's still here.
Okay, my opinion immediately is to get a lawyer up. What state are you in?
I think he's in Arizona.
Where?
Arizona, because he asked if any of us were in Arizona.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I used to be.
Well, I could recommend my lawyer, Dewey Cheatham and Howe.
Same guy I used to use.
Yeah, good lawyer.
Yeah,
New Mexico, I'd say Saul Goodman.
I
Hey, it's funny you said that. A couple guys tonight, they were talking about, hey man, do you want me to write a statement on that? And they're like, well, I don't think it's going to weigh much because it's kind of like I heard this bit and this bit and this piece. I said, you guys ever watch Better Call Saul? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, you know that was based off of Better Call Ted. Well, give me that statement and I can make this shit legit.
S550. I don't know how much longer we'll be up, but usually I go every Tuesday. Usually try to do it about 8:30, 8:45 to get started. Today I started late, but I do every Tuesday. Boss 302sdays. There's usually somebody from the circle who's live every day. So
I mean, like for 2 weeks there, I think Sublime was live every day.
yeah, Sublime was live every day. Because he's
No,
got
it just felt like that.
you know those 500 owners that just need the attention.
Oh, God. You keep freaking begging me to do that. No, don't even go there. You guys beg me to freaking do this. Don't even go there. No.
Rich, I think he's talking about a ticket he got.
What's going on, Rich? GT350R.
I appreciate it, 550. But if you're 550, I think you said you were trying to do YouTube yourself. One of the biggest pieces of advice I could give, especially for a smaller channel that's starting out, is don't use the S word in live streams and chats because YouTube's got a funny way of taking back everything that that you've gained in that live stream.
The purge.
The S word works good on Pornhub. Just suck it.
Yeah, the 350 owners are fine, but those 500 owners, man, they really got a small guy complex going on.
I don't know about those Boss 302 guys though.
I don't really talk very much. I don't go out bragging about how fast
A good friend of mine who moved down to Arizona when I lived in Washington, 302. I loved his car.
Well,
he had the Boss.
So the reason a lot of Boss guys, so you'll meet some guys that they're very showy about their cars, but you get that from every group. But the reason I just stay quiet 99% of the time because I get so many people who come up to me at car shows who they'll have an S197 and they'll be it'll be a GT, but they'll have the Boss 302 manifold on there and they'll come up and be like, dude, I got the Boss engine too. And I'm like, oh, do I really? It's like, nope, we're just gonna let it go. We're gonna let that one go. Just let them be happy.
Brailsford, what year did they make the orange Boss 302?
In 2012.
In 2012? Because there's one about 10 miles down the road. And next time I get down there, I'm actually going to go look at it.
Is it orange and black or orange and white?
Orange and black, dog.
Dude, the orange and white is one of my favorite combinations. The dreamsicle color.
Yeah, this looks like I call it the Great Pumpkin.
I like the orange and white.
Yeah,
the orange and black I see way more of.
The orange and so the black and orange is the most popular combination. There's more of those than anything, I think. Black and red is second, and but the orange and white is pretty rare. The rarest one is a blaze yellow and white because they only made one. It was an accident. They weren't supposed to make it. So there's one of those, and there's some guy in Canada that owns it. It's actually moved a few times. I think it's because the guy ended up selling it, not knowing it was a one of one. I think.
Kind of like Sublime and Accident. It's like Sublime and Accident. The best part of him ran down his daddy's leg.
Are you trying to say his mother should have swallowed him?
Whole. No, I love Sublime. I really do, man. I'm going to tell you right now, guys. This week has been a little tough for me, man. Because this time last year, I was in a coma, man. And I am just so thankful And I am so blessed to have so many friends around the country that I can honestly call my friends, even though, Brailsford, you and I have never put our hand in each other's, or me and Gary, or Mr. Pink. I mean, but y'all guys are true and dear to my heart, man, and I love y'all. Thank you so much.
We're glad to hear, man.
You're welcome, man.
Yeah, it was tough, bro. I'm telling you, man.
We're
And as stupid as it is, I started reading my medical chart. I started reading my damn medical chart, and it's like I screwed up by reading that. It just gets me jacked up, man. And I'm just very, very, very blessed and fortunate to still be here.
T, I want to ask you a question. Ever since you got out of the hospital and you started getting better and stuff like that, do you feel that you're a lot more sensitive than you used to be?
A little bit, it's I just feel so very, very fortunate to be alive,
Because back when I had SARS pneumonia and I was in the same position you were, you know what I'm saying? They called my parents. They
yes, sir.
Make it. I talked about it before.
Yes, sir.
I'm more sensitive about things than I used to be.
I
care about now.
I am to a degree, and I tell you, man, and I've almost died, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I've almost died a lot of times in my life, but this was the most in one instance.
Pinks, you gotta stop stroking your cat's tail like that. I'm sorry.
So it's just been,
all you see is whoop.
What are you talking about?
It's been a little bit of a roller coaster,
No,
but
it is a roller coaster, dude. I'm telling you, I've been there right where you've been at. I was there.
Hey, T, how long were you in the coma for?
I was in the hospital for 8 weeks. I was on a ventilator for 6 weeks, and I died 8 times.
Okay. Yeah, I've been there with my wife. I haven't been there with me, but I've been there with my wife.
And I'll tell y'all something. I had different experiences. I hung out with a Native American Indian woman who claimed to be Billy the Kid's mom. I hung out with Jesse James, the outlaw. I hung out with Carol Shelby, y'all. I talked to Carol Shelby like I'm talking to you all right now. And I said, Carol, how do you make those cars sound so good at 8,000 RPM? He goes, well, you're in luck. I just got some stuff back from the machine shop. And if I haven't told you this or I'm repeating myself, please excuse me. He goes, come on back, son. I just got some stuff back from the machine shop. And I'm like, oh, I see. You back cut the gears. You heel cut the gears. That's where you get that little bit of whine from. He goes, how do you know about all that? And I said, well, sir, I've been with cars and motorcycles my whole life. I worked for a Harley Davidson place that did nothing but if it didn't make the bike go faster, brake stronger, or shift better, we didn't mess with it. He goes, get out of here. I need some help. So I went. He ships me over to Dodge. I go over to Dodge for like a couple of days. I'm like, Carol, I can't get no more camber out of the front end. I can't get no more tire. I can't get no more downforce. I said the car is just too damn heavy in the front. The only thing that car has got anything in common with is a John Deere tractor because it likes to plow through a corner. He goes, I've been trying to tell him that, son, but maybe he'll listen to you. Come on back here. I mean, it was like, this was as vivid as it was. And I had one instance, y'all, and sorry, Brailsford, I don't mean to steal the stream, but I was y'all know I work for Homeland Security. I was a Border Patrol agent. Now I do this stuff with the insider threat at airports and things. I'm at an airport. They're like, we need you to get these people. They're important to a hospital. They have COVID. They need to get them medical equipment and medication to this hospital. I'm like, no problem. So we load everything up on the airplane, y'all, and everything is just fine until we hit about 29,000 feet. They can't breathe. And a few of y'all know me, and I don't panic. I either jump in with both feet or I fall back on training. Brailsford, you understand that because you're a military man, and anybody who's been in this stream is a military knows you just jump in. I didn't know what to do. Y'all, I felt so helpless. Like I have never in my life. It was so hard for me with kids pulling on my shirt. Help my mom. taught my dad, and I did not know what to do because I know nothing about respiratory. I feel a hand come on my right shoulder.
So, Chef.
And helpless as I feel a peace and calm I've never felt. And in my left ear, he says to me, anything through me is possible. I am the way, the truth, and the life. The only way to the Father who is through me. You can do this. I was able to ventilate to people. I was also able to give a couple of them a tracheotomy. And I know nothing about this, y'all. When I woke up from the coma, and I had to talk to a bunch of different doctors, and I had to talk to some psychiatrists because of this instances. And I told them that, and I'm like, well, I had to come in, I had to come down, push in, and a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch incision, and insert the tubes. They said, son, you've never given a tracheotomy before? I said, no, sir. He goes, that's exactly where you put it. Ladies and gentlemen, it was Jesus Christ himself put his hands on me that day. And I'm just so thankful to be here with y'all. I really am. I don't mean to bring y'all down. I don't mean to bring you down.
Man, you know that. Bless the head, sir. You know that.
I can tell you this right now, and I can testify what he's saying because I went through this same stuff. I woke up. I had the same stuff going on when I was out because I was out for 4 weeks in a coma for the same thing. Except for I didn't have COVID. I had SARS pneumonia.
Yes, sir.
So, like I said, I can testify to what he's saying, man. That shit's true. Not a joke.
Yeah.
You don't play with my charger.
It was crazy, and spoke with some other folks, and they were people who had been where, you know, in that life and death thing, they have had those type of experiences. And like I said, y'all, thank you all for listening to me. Thank you for listening to my testimony, and it's just amazing, and I'm so thankful and happy, you know.
Well, if I can speak for everyone on this board right here, dude, we all prayed for you when you was going through that time.
Oh, for sure, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I know. I'm really thankful.
That time we kept you in our prayers every single night.
Yeah. My brother was like, you know, when I got finally back home, he's like, dude, how do you know all these people from all over? They're like, dude, they were like hitting me up, Boss Man, and RJ and a lot of y'all. They were hitting my brother up. My brother's like, dude, what in the hell is going on? What do you got going on, bro? I'm like, I'm just friends with a lot of people. I'm very, very blessed to have friends like that from all over the country. So,
Boss Man kept us up to date on everything. I think he worried about you a lot.
Yeah, dude, Boss Man was crucial during that whole time.
He did. He kept us every day. He kept us.
And Drew was also getting us updates too.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but you know, I'm just really thankful. Thank you, Brels, for letting me share that too. Thank you, sir.
Man. You're good, man.
I really appreciate that.
Sure, it's I've never experienced anything like that, so I'm sure it's
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you
therapeutic in a
something,
way.
T. Mine happened to me in February 2003.
Yeah.
I still remember it every single day. I remember everything that happened to me. I'm not going to call it dreams. I don't know what they were, but I remember every single thing that happened to me, and you'll remember everything that happened to you the rest of your life.
Now, I remember talking to Jesse James, and he shot this fella. I said, how come you shot that man and you didn't shoot the other one? He was sassing you. He goes, well, the one man already warned twice, but the other one had a little bit more respect in his voice. So I'm going to let him go for now. Man.
But I was telling some of the nurses some of the things that happened to me while I was out when I was in there and this and that, and they said the number one thing is because you were fighting for your life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's true.
That's what it is.
You know,
guys,
the other day. Hey, Brailsford, the other day, I ran a little bit more over than a 1/4 of a mile. And when I was done, I was running at a good pace. I went like this. And that was it. I wasn't even out of breath.
Well, Pink's Garage, I'm going to tell you, yeah, they are more than dreams, but I really don't know how to explain them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it like I said, what he's talking about, I went through the exact same thing.
Oh, I believe you.
I mean,
I
I bring my wife in here. Dude. Hey, it took 8 people to hold me down when I was in a coma, and I don't even know what happened. When they were taking me up to the 5th floor, when I woke up, when they were taking me to the 5th floor, do you know what he said to me? I'd hate to meet you in a dark alley, man, because you're the strongest I ever run across in my life.
Hey, Mr. Mach 1, they had to take me out of light restraints because I broke them so many times. They put me in heavy restraints. They put me on fentanyl to keep me calm and relaxed.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
People don't understand it until they've been through it. It's
I wake up. If I wake up in a strange place, I can be a little bit violent.
Well, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna interrupt. Guys, I gotta go to bed. So we went for 2 hours.
You were an hour late. You gotta stay an hour over.
We did 2 hours. And I think but I do believe that the animal activist here is going live right now.
That's right. I don't have my channel name up there. I forgot. So 6.
Hey, Browser, but please hit me up on Instagram and let me get your information so I can send you over some stuff. All right, brother. I know you work out a lot, and black T-shirt, them black Under Armour T-shirts are really good. If anybody else in the stream wears black XLs or wants some black XLs, hit me up on Instagram and I'll get them out to y'all.
Well, I would, but XL is way too small for me.
Perfect size for me.
Medium. Well, I thought you liked to wear like the tank top, half crops.
Yeah.
Sublime.
Yeah, he's a crop top kind of guy.
He's a crop top kind of guy. Let his little belly button poke out.
Get his in right.
For real.
You don't have to fill in for him, so that's okay.
Gee, is this you? Hold on a second.
That's scary downhill, Daddy. Yeah, stroke is not good.
Listen, it might be under Detlev, DETLEV.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, that's my Christian birth name. My daddy left me 2 things, Brailsford. His name and his diabetic gene.
All right,
and
guys.
Hey, Mr. Mach 1, I've been eating pickled beets pretty much every day, and that shit has lowered my blood sugar and lowered my blood pressure.
Oh no, that's great. I'm telling you, they're good for you.
Yes, sir.
They're very good for you.
Mr. Mach 1, send me your information too, please.
I will, sir.
All right, copy that.
All right, everybody. Have a good night. I do appreciate everybody hopping on the stream.
You going live?
There should be a video sometime this week, maybe tomorrow. Who knows?
All right, y'all.
You going live?
Huh?
You going live?
Yeah, he said he was.
I guess.
See you in a few minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, God bless y'all. Thank you.
See you coming over?
Later, T.
I'll come over. All right, y'all.
Hey,
Good
man,
night.
good night.
Like right now.
Thank you. Thank you, Brailsford.
No, thank you. All right, everybody. Have a good night.